how to add different size guides with metafields inside your Shopify store. So by the end of this video, what we're going to achieve is you're going to have a size chart added to your Shopify store using metafields very simply and free to use without having to download a third-party app. All right, let's start. So one of the first things you're going to do, of course, is log into your Shopify store if you haven't done so. So once you've logged into your Shopify admin, one of the first things we're going to want to do is click on online store. Once you click on an online store, you want to click on pages. Now that we're inside of pages, you're going to want to click add page. So now in here is where you're going to create this size chart. This is where the page is going to show up, right? So one of the first things you want to do is just have a title for it. And then you actually have the option, before I show you the second easier option, is if you want to use a table, you can use a table, right? And just add rows, right? Columns then, right? So let's say we're done here and you just want to move this around by just clicking on it, right? You could write size and then small, medium, large, right? And like width. Now, this is a great option if you want to use it, right? Now, sometimes it doesn't look too good in the store, right, when you add it. So we're going to do something a little bit much more cleaner. We're going to just click on size chart again, and we're going to upload an image, a size chart image that I already uploaded here. Click done. So this is how it's going to look. So I did not design this. I actually went to Canva. I'll have the link to this Canva link in the description below, so you guys could go check it out. So you can go ahead and download, a free size charts like this one, right? And then you can just make customizations, right, to it to match your store design of what you're looking for, which is a great cheat sheet if you don't want to use third-party apps and you don't want to create a table. So now that you uploaded your size chart using Canva, what we're going to do is click save. Okay, so now it's saved. So the next step is to create a meta field. We're going to do this by going to settings. So once you're in settings, you want to click on meta fields and objects, products. You're going to click add definition, and we're going to just write t-shirt size chart. Now you want to have a good naming system, right? Because if you're going to have different products, for example, if you sell pants, hoodies, hats, etc., right? You don't want to just use the same size chart for every single one. You want to use a t-shirt size chart, hoodie size chart, if you're using different size charts for different things, right? For different products, right? So yeah, just something to keep in mind. The next thing you're going to want to click is type. So just select type, and you're going to select page. So that's it. And now we're going to click save. So now that we have it, right, we're going to go now to our products page. You're going to select your product that you want to add the size chart to. And when you scroll down now, you're going to see a new product meta field section, right? And mine is called t-shirt size chart, right? And you're going to select page, t-shirt size chart you want to select. And that's it. And now you're going to click save. So we're almost there. So now we're going to have one final step. We're going to go back to our online store, and you're going to select your theme. Now, some themes might not support the collapsible row, right? So you might have to use third-party apps, right, to do this. But for this example, if you're using the Dawn theme, right, it should support it. You're going to click Edit Theme. We're going to click the Products page. We're going to select My Product, right? So now, as you can see, it's not added yet, right? So not like my example here, right, where you see it already. So what we're going to do is very simple. What you're going to do is select product information, right? So it's already selected here. And what we're going to do is just add block. You're going to select collapsible row. So now we have it here is added, right? We're going to add it right before the share button. So now it's added, and we're going to make some changes to this. One of the first things we're going to do is make the change from a check mark to a t-shirt. You can select ruler, right? But I just like t-shirt because it just looks good. If I give shirt. There you go. So now that we have it, right, you're going to want to name the name of it. So we're going to just call this size chart. You don't have to write t-shirt, right? Size chart. And then what we're going to do is the row content, you're gonna select here, row content, right? Select here, and boom. And so now when we click it, there it is. There's the size chart already included, right? And if you like it, right, all you need to do is click save. Now there is a second option that you can do if you don't want to use the collapsible row, right? You can also add the pop-up. We're gonna move this back down, right? And then like size chart here, we're gonna select, okay, and then when we click it, you have the pop-up right there, which looks also really good, right? So it all depends on the design that you want to do for your product page here. Then you can just make sure you're gonna click save. And that's pretty much it on how you can add a product size chart with metafields inside of your Shopify store. Now, before we end this video, right, I will have the link of the Canva page added. And if you're looking for a third-party app, maybe you don't want to do this, right? I did find a third-party app that might be able to help you do this, right? I'm not affiliated with them, so you might want to just check them out. They do have a free plan that you can try and publish up to 2 size charts right here, right? If you need more, you probably need to upgrade to their paying plan. And also, I do want to remind you about my free e-com newsletter that I send out to Shopify store owners like yourself, right, to help them generate more sales. Once a week, I'll send you an email. So if you're interested, I have the link to this in the description below, so you can go check it out. So that's it for now. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.